Aries, how you doing? So the weight has been lifted, right? You're either lifting weights or some sort of like weight been lifted, or I can be lifted, lifting air. Something to do with lifting air. I don't know. Are you lifting nothing? It's like, well, I seem to be like sitting here lifting nothing. Just like, well, I don't really have to do much. I just have to sit here and not really lift anything. Some of you may have pulled your back out or something like that, and you might be really struggling around physical lifting something. I don't know if any of you have had a child or an operation that is actually restricting the arms from moving. So I don't know what this is about, arms or legs. Something to do with around my leg was missing. Or oh, okay, sorry, somebody did say in the comments a little while ago, I don't know what that was, what reading that was. Something to do with somebody had their leg amputated. I really hope that person is okay. Aries, how you doing? If you haven't seen my channel before, I channeled some messages for you. You could be dealing with a Scorpio for a lot of you, but looking at 4 of Aries, you can also watch this as a number 4, which is hopefully not witchcraft, but which is Scorpio energy. Only when I do general readings. This wouldn't relate to if you was watching, if you was having a personal one. But when I call out the sign of Aries, I am also calling out 4, which is Scorpio. Okay, so some of the witches of Eastwick or something like that, or we're watching you from Eastwick or Edwin Collins or Edwin. Anyway, something to do with 5:25 on a Monday morning. 5, life path 5, Sagittarius or Taurus you could be dealing with, and it could be within their north node, is what I'm hearing. Like, it's all in the north. It's Poole, or it's up north, or I'm from up north and I'm up from Yorkshire, or I'm going up Yorkshire and we're going for up the Dales. Something to do with Dale, or Dale Sabaton, or Dale, or Dan. Anybody beginning with D, or even D's nuts, or like D devil. Also, you could be dealing with a Capricorn energy for a lot of you. But there is a video that is provided below that explains how I read with the numerology and from the Akashic records, but you will need to watch the video that is provided free below for everybody. Okay, so Aries, what do you have coming up from the 7th until the 14th? Well, lifting. So it's kind of like, well, I'm lifting and lifting, but this is working out and working out, but this isn't working out. So your lifting is kind of like this deal isn't working out. This deal that we had, it just don't seem to be working. Like if you're working and lifting in a gym or something like that, it seems to be working but not working, like a pointless waste of time. So I think you had this before, where it was around something to do with like lifting a load of weights but not dieting, or dieting but not lifting weights, or like that contrast of where what you do doesn't work. So again, voodoo, don't worry about that, doesn't work. Okay, you'll have to watch other videos because I can't keep going over this every time with everybody. Voodoo does not work. If you do anything around, do we have to go over this again? Energy, Jen, Julian, Jason, Justin, Jasmine. Anything that you do as an altar or a ritual is also classed as witchcraft, right? I don't want to go over there again, but it's up to you. Use your own better judgment. Something to do with that. Anyway, Aries. So the weight seems to be lifted. So like I said, I don't know if this is anything to do with like me. I feel great now. The weight has been lifted, retrograde, all the planets have moved, and they're all now starting to form a different kind of like month. Like you've just been paid, a weight's been lifted, you paid off some bills, that's been lifted. Okay, the energy of Saturn and everything is kind of like moving, that energy's been lifted, you start to feel better. Okay, there's this energy of feel better or feel worse, something to do around Libra for a lot of you, and it could have something to do around a marriage or a divorce. I don't know. If you're getting married, great. If you're getting divorced, brilliant. Okay, but like something to do for better or for worse. Like, is this really getting any better or is it getting worse? It feels like that you're doing something and you're doing it for better, like to get better, but it doesn't really work and it's really making it worse. And now I don't know if that is anything to do with, like I said, around Jim or working, or Julian or Jason or Justin or Jasmine or Jason, Julian, like all the J's. But like I seem to be doing things around this person all the time, but they don't seem to really be getting any better. So I don't know if someone's ill, or if this is like this energy of where people work out but they don't diet, or they diet but they don't work out. Or like your love life, like things like work seems to be working out but your love life doesn't seem to be working out. It's kind of got this huge contrast of like Sagittarius, Libra kind of energies of karma. Like this week I seem to be working out but it doesn't seem to be working and I don't seem to be getting anywhere. Or like I seem to be like putting in loads of time and effort at work and that seems to be working out, but then I put time and effort into my relationship and that doesn't seem to be working out. So it's kind of like this, I can't tell what the messages are for you. It's like working out, not working by working out. So some of this is like diets and the gym and that kind of thing. Like people that are like working out, but they're not physically dieting and they're not really losing any weight. They're just kind of like lifting a load of weight, but really not losing any weight. So it feels like, okay, let's put loads more weight onto this lift and let's lift it and lift more weights, but I don't seem to be losing weight. I seem to be gaining pounds. Do you know what I mean? Like pounds or ounces, or like I'm gaining more weight in pound, and I seem to be putting on more muscle. But when I get on the scale, I don't. Something to do around scales, which would be Libra, and also Pisces would be a scaly fish. So something like this energy. Like I said though, you can watch this as a Scorpio energy also, guys. Okay. So when I call out these energies of say like Scorpio, like Aries, Pisces, blah blah blah, you know, it can be like me, okay, for Scorpio rising, it doesn't matter, still relate with Aries, and then the patterns, but you'll have to watch the video. Also, sorry if it's very hot, but it really is in Britain at the moment. Okay, so what have we got? Things that seem to be working out and lifting, but like I'm lifting a load of things, but I don't seem to be getting anywhere. It doesn't seem to be rising. Something in your rising. It might be like me, Scorpio. And I can't seem to get through to the Scorpio. They won't listen. No, they won't. Unfortunately, they're just like an Aries. They will not listen. They will not pay attention to anybody that's saying, listen, you're not doing all of these things right. You're not doing that right. And you should really be doing this, blah, blah, blah. Don't want to listen, don't want to know, right? So the answer here of no, I don't want to listen to things that are wrong with you. So if something is wrong, again, you've got this energy of like two wrongs don't make a white. So you've got like a contrast of colours that don't seem to mix. So something doesn't mix well. Doctors, or the doctor mix, or music doesn't mix well, or Maxwell Silver Hammer, or Silver, the name Silver doesn't mix. Silver, apparently you don't play well with others, but I don't think you give a shit. But something like it doesn't play well with others, they don't play well with others. So something to do with don't play very well with my mum. This doesn't really react very well with my mum. I seem to be having a lot of discussions with my mum and I don't seem to react well. I overreact. There's the Maxwell. Something to do with Max. They could be called Max or vaccine. Some of you could be having a vaccine or your partner could, and it doesn't seem to mix well. I don't know. Don't worry about that. It depends on what you want to have. But I mean, I have to go for my second lot of jabs, but mine isn't for another month or two yet. So I don't know if these are younger people that are having to probably go for their COVID jab or being called to, and then the mother or the father doesn't like the fact that the daughter has been called to go and she might want to go, but people are brainwashing people to say, no, don't go, I told you not to go, and you ain't supposed to go, and you ain't supposed to go. Stop telling people not to go, Aries, because I don't think they give a shit here, okay, or Scorpio. Whichever way it is, I don't know, but I keep picking up this huge conspiracy thing around like COVID jabs and stuff. You know, please keep that to yourselves, I'm sorry. But like, just let people make up their own minds, right? We don't want to add fear into things. Okay, so something around Leo, fear around the Leo energies, like fear in Leo. Like I'm a force to be reckoned with and you're going to fear me, and I'm going to do this because I'm going to drill it into you and make you actually fear not coming or not doing something. Man, you've got a very aggressive person around Leo energy. Like I'm going to make you fear me. I'm going to do this so you fear me. Everybody else can all shout and scream and say, no, this person doesn't fear me. It's good if they don't, okay? But if you see people vacating away from you and you're a cross-watcher, or you are the person and you see people vacating away from you, then that's probably why, because they're saying, nope, I don't want anything to do with that is of aggressive or anything like that. I'm sorry, but I'm having a vacation, which means I'm taking a break. So it might mean that you're going on a break, private flight, you're all right, but like I'm going on a break, which might mean that you're going away for a little bit, could be up north. If not, then it means that people are having a break away from people that are argumentative and aggressive, which means I'm going to take a break. I'm just pretty much going to have a Kit Kat, something's around Leo. I'm having a break from the cat. I'm having a break from the pusher, okay? And I do not want anybody that has Leo in their chart around me that is causing conflict that's aggressive. That's what I'm picking up for you. So if you're an Aries or a Scorpio and you've got anybody or anything to do with Leo, but would also come up as a general reading of 8, which would mean Jen, Julian, Jason, Justin, Jasmine, John, which means Aquarian. So there you guys are, right? So there you go. You can watch those energies. So something to do around like, hey, you guys Something to do with guys, boys. Someone likes a lot of boys or likes a lot of girls. I like a lot of attention. Well, there's silver for you. So I like a lot of attention. I like girls to look at me. Some of you, I don't know, you could even be showing yourself and like, I'm just going to come on with no top and let everybody see me. I don't know. Sorry, guys. Don't look at me. Don't shoot the messenger. I'm just hearing messages from people to people. Energy that is out there like a radio wave. I've got no idea where these come from. Right. So please don't ever look at me. I don't really care. I'm sorry. But kind of like this energy of where like I want everybody to look at me. So unfortunately, I'm sorry, but you kind of got like an attention-seeking energy here of like I want someone to look at me. Right, I want someone to look at me, or you are like me and people do look at you, but you have to be very careful around who's looking at you. Okay, so I'm hearing here's looking at you, kid. So somebody's looking at your kid. So my advice would be if you've got anything public profile, energies like that, do not have your children on it or your kid, or like, okay, I'm going to put everybody on my profile picture. And I'm going to put pictures up of me and my man, and me and my woman. Okay, and I'm going to put profile pictures up so everybody knows that this is my man and this is my woman. I wouldn't do that if I was you. Trust me, if y'all know me, I don't never do things like that. I never put pictures up of me and someone else. Okay, but like I'm looking, it's kind of like this person's like looking into the energy of a picture. And I just keep looking at these pictures, and unless you're going to the picture, like you're going to the flicks, Netflix or pictures or something like that, you're like the cinema, and you go to the cinema to watch a film or something like that, you might be going to, is what I'm hearing for a lot of you, Scorpio or Aries, but Aries we're looking at. What else have you got coming up? So going out, networking, all these kind of things. Some of you are on the social network and on YouTube, either one doing extremely well or two struggling, because that's what I'm saying. Some people it's working for, some people it's not. Some people around Scorpio it's working or not working. Like I said, it's either working or it isn't working. Something to do with around a twerking, or like working like a dog. Something around a cat, like work, like constantly working. Great energy. But something here is what I can't figure out isn't working for somebody. That's what I'm saying. I keep picking up like this isn't working out. It's like, can we work it out? We can work it out. It's like, no, I'm sorry, but we cannot work together. It does not work well together. That's why I cannot ever work with anybody. I do not ever do anything around my business, okay? But I'm definitely hearing like, I'm sorry, but it doesn't work. This is not going to work out. So I'm not going to work out. So anybody wanting me to like physically lift weights and stuff like that, sorry, but the energy is coming across as I'm going to say no. So like this, I'm afraid not. Something around like a Pisces saying like I'm afraid not. No, I'm sorry, but no. So Pisces, whoever is in this energy of Pisces, they're saying no quite a lot. They could have a Scorpio. It could be Aries Scorpio like myself, and also be a Pisces that says no quite a lot. Okay, which is a good energy I find, but I'm hearing like no, sorry, but I can't, no, sorry, I can't, no, sorry Mel, but I'm working, so I can't come to the gym. But like something to do with Jim, James, Julian, Justin, Jasmine, all the J's here still. Those energies not making any sense for you, Aries. Anything that's concrete of stuff. Okay, like concrete. You're looking as if you're like wanting some concrete to be delivered. You might be like, okay, boys, come on in, blah, blah, blah. And there's the boys. Right, boys, come on in, boys. Come on in, boys. Boise, Louisiana, or Boise, Idaho, or something like that. Or Boyd, the name Boyd, or Jason, or Boyd, Jason Boyd, or Boys, or like Jason Voorhees, something to do with the mask. Jim Carrey, the mask, or Jim. Jalen, Justin, Jasmine. Sorry, this is how I channel. Anything that's concrete. You might be having some concrete delivered, or you work as a concreting company and you deal with concrete. Okay, concrete evidence. I need to find some evidence first. Devil, but like I need to find evidence first. I have to find out something. Somebody's very curious about finding something out. I'm just about to find something out. Second-hand information is what I'm picking up around Libra energy. I'm trying to find out second-hand information and get it from someone else, but not another person. Which means that I'm not getting it from the horse's mouth, I'm getting it from somebody else. So somebody is feeding back information to another person, and you guys I've had this for quite a while around people feeding back information to other people. Whatever that is, I've got no idea. That's obviously people are not asking people directly themselves. They'd rather go to a third party in order to find out that. So you've got big energies of a third party, well, drama, that's for sure. Third party energy, but that will come up all the time anyway. So something isn't working out, I feel. Some of you, say your relationship factor isn't working out. You see, I'm getting that somebody here is like not doing something themselves. And because they're not, they're known as selfish, which means a Piscean energy. And they're known as selfish because it feels like that somebody's going to give someone an ultimatum here. As like, well, you're not working out, you're not doing anything, you're not putting time in towards the relationship. Is everything okay? Everything is fine with me, boo. What's wrong with you? No, nothing. And you've got gaslighting, so you've got Virgo energies around you. Now is what I'm picking up as where somebody starts to question the other person's reality because they're not physically alright. Now, if they're not metaphysically alright, that's different. If they are not physically okay and something is wrong with them, Emily, Emma, Melissa, Maria, Mel, but like, you've got these fucking gaslighting here again, Aries now. Gaslighting where people are questioning people. Okay, I get fed up with this. I get this a lot in my life also. Okay, so how can I explain it? Somebody has something wrong with them, like physically, like physically or mentally, but they have something wrong with them. When they go into a low vibration of around Virgo, they then start to question the other person that you're not speaking, you're not doing anything. This person causes it. 5, Sagittarius, Taurus energy. This 5, right, whether it be John, Jalen, Juice and Justin, Jasmine, but a 5 energy. They repetitively go over something in their head. There's like an Aquarian moon. They go over it in their head, they go over it in their head, they go over it in their head, Eddie, Edmonds, but like they go over it in their head, they go over it in their head, they go over it in their head, they contemplate, they analyse, they get stuck, they get it stuck in their head, they keep going over it like a record player. This person then starts to question their own stability of life themselves. What they do then is they question someone else's ability and they say, okay, you're not doing this for me, you're not doing that, you're blah, 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 what's wrong with you? Nothing. It started from you. No, it didn't. It started from you because you started it. No, I didn't. Yes, I did. No, I didn't. Yes, I did. Gaslighting. 100%. If a person is physically ill, and they're not going to the doctors or hospital, that's because they're not going. Oh, man. Is this coming across as COVID stuff? I don't know. I keep picking up that somebody will not do things like go to the doctors or the hospital, right? Whichever way. I'm not going to the doctors, I'm not going to the hospital, I'm not doing this, we're not, you're not. Right? Or I'm not doing this, I'm not going to the hospital and I'm not ringing up people and I'm not ringing them up in order to say blah blah blah. I can't do all this for you, it must be you. No, you are physically ill with something that is around the hospital. You need to go to get that sorted out. That is not me. I cannot help you if it is medical. That is also my opinion when it comes to this kind of thing of spiritual. I cannot help a person that is suffering where they have to go to the hospital. Me, I've got loads of hospitals appointments coming up. I made them all myself and going by myself. For some reason, why I keep picking up that someone refuses to go to hospital. Which means that I am not going to hospital, I'm not going to hospital, I'm not going to the hospital, or I'm not going to see the wizard, or I'm not going to... It's around a Pisces energy. So like me, for instance, for some reason, if someone refuses to get something done that they need doing that is medical, they have an argument with the person because, like me, for instance, okay, I can't help you. I'm sorry, partner, but I can't help you, or person, because what you've got wrong with you is something that is medical. I am not a doctor, I'm not a witch doctor either, right? So I'm not a doctor, so I can't do this for you because I can't help you, because what you're suffering from is something that is physically wrong with your body or with you. If it is, I can't help you. I can't say or do anything right, because what you need to do is go to the doctors. And if you don't go to the doctors and you don't go all of that, then I can't help you. There's nothing that I can do. It's coming from you. No, but it's then someone questions reality. It's like a Leo, for instance. When they get intimidated, you can get female energies that daren't do things. They get very scared to do things on their own. Right? I'm not being funny. A Leo energy can get very scared to do things themselves. Right? They can get very worried and scared to do things. Or you can get a masculine energy that takes over. I'm going to do everything. Blah, blah, blah. Right? So you've kind of got this energy of where, look, I can't do everything for you. You have to do that yourself. If you've got to go to the doctor, it's like trying to raise a young child. I can't ring them for you. I can't sort this out for you if it's medical. You can only sort that out yourself, right? I'm not going to ring the doctors. I can't sort out anything that is medical that is wrong with you because I am not a doctor. And if I'm not a doctor, then I can't advise you in anything, or advisor, or V, or Vanessa, or Vicky. But like, I cannot do that for you because I am not a doctor. So don't blame me because you're going through something that you need to do yourself, which is the work, which means go to the doctors. Any appointments that you have, go yourself. Make the appointment yourself. I can't do that for you, right? I can't do it for you. You've got to learn to do it. If you want to go, you've got to make the appointment and you've got to take your carcass, pick it up and go and do it yourself. Don't keep asking me. If a person then, through a relationship, questions a relationship because the other person isn't doing something, you've got sociopath, empath, psychopaths. Don't ever get involved with empaths. They are lunatics. Honestly, because you have dark empaths. You can have people that are so convincing to be an empath, but what they are is a dark empath. That's why you have dark and light, right? In dark. That's why you have Virgo energies, right? Virgo energies of 9. They can come across as if they're an empath, but they're actually a dark empath. That would more than likely be around what I'm hearing. Sorry, Virgos, if you're cross-watching, but anybody that has the Virgo placement, right? Because it means, no, I can't. I have unfinished business. I can't do all of this yet myself. I'm not leaving. I'm going to continue to do whatever it is that's battering my head in. I'm just going to keep staying and doing all of that. It has to be someone else. Then what do I turn to as a Virgo? Questioning another person's reality. So then you get 9. You get fucking people that start to lose their mind through being gaslit, which means, okay, you've got stuff that you need to do yourself. Do that yourself. No, I can't. I'm not going to. I'm going to be intimidated like a mouse. I can't do all of those kind of things myself. Speak up. Do something yourself. No, I can't. I'm just going to be quiet, not say anything, be very reserved, don't want to rock the boat. I just won't say anything. But what they do is that they come across as if that they are playing a victim. A victim can make you feel as if you have to feel sorry for them. That is sociopath energy. It can be like where it isn't a sociopath. It like as strict as what everybody says a sociopath is. It can be very convincing, which means that a person can have dark energy around them that comes across as very convincing, but is actually more of on the dark side of things, which means that they always look on the negative approach of stuff. That is going to be bad news. It's going to be bad news. I can't do something. It's going to be bad. Like Michael or Jackson or Michelle. But like, no, I can't say that. I don't want to rock the boat. Oh, it's okay then. Let's just not talk about it. Okay, let's just not do anything about it. I won't raise the issue anymore. I won't say anything about it. But then you end up saying, look, I'm sorry, but there you go. They got out of you that apology. You see, people that play a victim in life, that tell you things that come across as if you end up saying, look, you know, I'm sorry that you feel that way, but, you know, it's nothing I can do because it's medical. I'm sorry, but you end up apologising a hell of a lot, saying, oh, I'm sorry. And you're like, well, no, it's okay, but, you know, you're like, well, I'm sorry. And, man, what is this about this strong, dark people that are, like I said, people that are on tarot card readings? Be careful. They can be dark empaths. Y'all don't know that you people that you get mixed up with in life. Right? As I'm saying, you've got to physically know people to really know what they're about, and you've lost your mind through PTSD here. Because, like I said, you know, don't get in anything that is metaphysical. That's metaphysical. It has to be physical, right? Let's get physical, something to do with working out. But, you know, somebody during working out gets very physical here. Like I said, they get very hands-on, or very touchy-feely, or very hands-on. No, I've got to be hands-on, or like Luke Skywalker or something, or like hands-on, Anderton, the name Anderton, or Mr. Anderton, or Anderson and Anderson, or something like that, I don't know. Hands-on though, they keep saying, like, you're too hands-on. Like, you're too involved. Why on earth are you too involved in all of this? You're too hands-on. Or like, I don't know, somebody just using their hands. I don't know, you could be doing whatever. Or Heather, the name Heather. Sorry, very hot. Aries. Let's calm down a little bit. Take a breather. Take a seat, Sagittarius, Aquarius. Just take a seat, right? Calm your sit down, okay? Something to do with around, look, just sit down. I've got some news for you. You're just going to have to sit down. Okay, I don't know what this is, this expectation of going somewhere and someone's going to have some news for you, like some bad news. Like, sorry, but you're going to have to come in. We've got some bad news for you is what I'm hearing. Like, we've got some bad news. I don't know what that's for. Man, I've got a hospital appointment coming up myself, so I hope that's okay. But like, we've got some bad news for you. Bad news. Bad news on the doorstep. I couldn't take one more step. I can't remember if I cried when I read about my widow bride. Something to do with around bridey or widow bride. Like my widow, like I am a widow. A widow spider, or something to do around arachnid or arachnophobia. Or some kind of like phobia. Like I'm just phobic. Phone phobic. That's what I'm saying. Somebody up in here is phone phobic. They won't pick up a phone. Like they won't pick up a phone. They can't make appointments for themselves. They're like, oh no, I'm not picking up the phone. I can't pick up the phone. Like I can't phone a person for myself. Like for God's sake, pick up the phone. Grow some. Right, but I keep picking up, either someone gropes a lot. Like keeps groping. People are like, oh, you're right, let's grope you. I mean, no, get away from that person. But like, I don't know, or like grooms people, and they groom them, but that can also, like I said, be baiting energies, or like grooming someone, like they're, I don't know, like they're very diplomatic and very debate. They always have a debate against it. See, again, sociopath energies can be. They always have like a strong opinion against. Like I said, it could be simple things, and I've met them all on my way. No, we're against COVID, right? Or no, we're against society. We're against police and having a problem with authority. And you will respect my authority, like I am in charge. Nobody else is. I am in charge. I have a problem with authority. I have a problem. I mean, this can also come across as me having I don't have a problem with people that have a belief against me. I just don't listen to other energies, right? You know, I can come across that way, I suppose. Sorry, I'm kind of looking at myself here because I am a Scorpio rising, which is an Aries. I don't never preach to people. I don't never say, look, don't, right? But like, I'm getting an energy here that is, well, I mean, I don't know. Like, I don't know, like someone that's saying, like, we got a problem with everybody in the world. We got a problem. It's also me. I do have a problem with like people in general. That's why I just stay out their way. I don't shout and scream at people. Me, I go into the energy of like, oh, that's too much for me. Like I don't want to listen to all of that. It's too aggressive. That kind of energy, like that's too aggressive. That's too much. Like you're too forceful. I don't want. I can't deal with that. That's me. Right? I can't deal with that. I suppose in my job, when I do my job here, I suppose in a way I do have those kind of characteristics as such, where I'm kind of like, where I explain to people about like witchcraft and stuff like that. You know, the more power that you give to that, the more you're going to believe in it. And you know, where it's around like an altar. You know, like I said, people that have so much dark energy in their head and in their mind, they believe that they have to do something to focus the dark energy onto something else. That's witchcraft. You can't get rid of your dark energy. You know, because you're in purgatory. You don't have to believe in that, but my belief always states to me what Spirit tells me is that is also still witchcraft. I need to do loads of things to get my twin flame. There are majority of feminine energies that are going crazy that are also doing that, right? So very rarely it's a male energy. They just won't pay attention, right? So you get people that are like so intensely trying to get someone back for something, right? So you get energies that are cast out as an intent of harm, right? So, like I said, that can also still come across as, I don't want to go into this because I'm so hot going over all of these things for people. There are so many videos on my channel that explain a lot of the way I teach or whatever you want, but again, I keep picking up this energy of like someone though that's very aggressive, or someone that's very convincing, or the name Vincent, or Vinny or Vanessa, but like very, very like convincing. And this is why it's slightly disturbing around where a lot of you may be contemplating this energy of like, I'm taking one step at a time, man, away from the energy and not towards it, right? Because energy, when it comes at you at force, you're kind of like, and that can be Leo energies, man. They can get something in their head or a fixed sign, and they come at people with force. Me, I'm a Scorpio, but within my degree that says go the other way because my life path is 7. So when I have people that come towards me, I go, I leave. Like if the energy feels that comes towards me is very negative and stuff like that, I'll leave, like I will go. Okay, so you've kind of got these energies here where people are kind of like forming this opinion, and then people that are like, just leave me alone, just leave me. You're dealing with a Scorpio as well, you see. Just leave me alone, leave me out of it, I don't want anything to do with it, just leave me alone, leave me alone. Because like I said, narcissism and control, sociopath energy and aggressiveness, that's me all day long. No, I don't want anything to do with that. I'm sorry. I keep trying. You're not doing, like I said, if someone can't ring up and do things for themselves, you can try and you can try and you can try, but you're like, look, don't keep crying. There's somebody that's like playing a victim. That's what I'm saying. There's someone that's playing a victim. And you're like, look, I can't do anything for you. What on earth can I do for you? There's nothing that I can do. If it's like mental or physical, well then you've got to go to the doctors and you've got to get that looked at. But I'm not going to waste my time keep trying to tell you like it's something that you have to do for yourself. I ain't doing all of that, right? I'm not going to carry your burden. I'm not going to carry your stress. If you want to learn to do something, then you're going to have to learn to do it yourself without me, right? Which means that normally when you get an ultimatum and it gets confusing, you're kind of like, look, just do it without me. Just go ahead without me. Just do this. And you could have someone that says, look, go without me then. You go over there. You go do whatever it is that you want. You leave me then. You go without me. I'll sit here in self-pity and like not having anything. Go on then. You leave me for them. Oh, go on then. And you see, you can get someone that's a narc then start saying, okay, well, I could have been with somebody else. You'll want to make yourself feel lucky that you've got me here. You want to make yourself feel lucky that I'm here, and then the ultimatums come and, man, y'all got such a negative thing going on here, Aries or possible Scorpio with somebody. Again, it's people that play victim. I'm sorry for 5 energies, but 5s also do play that a lot, right? Because you get fixed signs. You get people that ruminate on stuff that much. Like me being a Gemini moon, right? I don't think. Like I'm just like, well, I don't even think. Like I don't even think about negativity. I just try to look on the brighter side of things. What's wrong with you? What's wrong with you? If you get 2 moons that are clashing, oh man. Right. Anyway, let's have a look at external energies for Aries. External energies of what's going on with Aries. Okay, 4 of Cups. You're dealing with a Scorpio, you see, getting fed up and frustrated. This person is externally. They're getting fed up with things that just kind of like, look, I'm not bothered. I'm sorry, but like I said again, man, it's someone that's playing a victim that is making this person having to keep feeling as if they're saying sorry to the person itself, right? Me channeling, don't listen to me. But like, you keep making me feel as if I have, like, if there's something wrong. Like someone goes really quiet and really everything else, then when a person on the outset, like a Scorpio, starts to go quiet, this person here can start to question, well, why is it that you're ghosting me? Why is it that you're going quiet? Why is it that you're not saying everything else? Because you're in a 5 energy. Because you're in that pity hole that you can't get yourself out of. So don't keep asking me all the time if I'm all right. It isn't. I'm fine. I'm fine without you. I'm okay. I'm cushy, bruv. My life seems to be cushy. What's wrong with you? Right, this can be you, Scorpio. Nothing. Blah, blah, blah. It's you. No. Right, here. Like, externally, you can ask this person as much as you like to change something. But if you've asked this person constantly to change, or like you've broke up, you split up, you've had arguments all the time over like petty little things, it's kind of like, man, I don't think that this is worth my time anymore. Right. Or you might see this person here physically losing interest in something, right? Seem to be losing interest in things. Let's see. But you see, there you are in the general reading as 4. So you can look at the Scorpio reading and see if any of those messages are relating to you at all here. But externally for Aries, man, it's so hot. You get, see, this is why I'm so irritated in your reading and getting confused. Here, 9 energies, Virgo energies, confused as like can't understand why things are just not going right for me. Why are things not going right for me? Like I said, I have a Pisces in 4th as well. That means wherever do I lay my hat, that's my home. But even when I come home here, right, wherever it is that I go in life as a 7, do I bump into this energy all of the time? Somebody that is constantly always like just going mentally into their head. I'm like, man, I can't seem to get away from controlling people. No matter what I do, where I go, do I always seem to meet people on my path that are narcissistic and controlling and like psychopath, empath, like just people. People. Me and my Cancerian have a mate when we see each other. You right, bruv? People. Right? Yeah, I know, right? People. People cause conflict all the time, man. They really do. And they hang around energies of like I said, it's swarming energies with people that are just never alright. They're always got a problem right here. And this seems to be what you're going through with your partner externally, where it might be like, I can't tell you all the time because sometimes I have to start making videos before time, but because we're only really dealing with like the 7th into the 14th, which isn't yet, this is externally, I'll tell you towards the end, but the timelines can be slightly different. But like, 1 minute I'm okay, the next minute you're not okay. The 1 minute I'm okay, the next minute we're not okay. You know, and you keep coming at me, asking me questions of like, everywhere do I go, do I keep bumping into people that are so aggressive? Why does everybody come at me with aggression? You're not going to get anywhere with this person, externally. Whether this is a friend, whether this be, because this is an environment, right? What I look at for your reading here is an environment, right? The environment for this person's work is also very stressful, right? It's very stressful, no matter what they do. It's very stressful. Their environment tells me that individually this person could have been knocked off by past people. They could have been controlled by their own mother or father. And because they are, the last thing that they want is to be involved in a group or a cycle of people that are narcissistic, confusing and controlling. They do not want group activity. This is not paranormal activity because it causes this person paranoia, which means that they start thinking very negatively about themselves. So if you see anybody around you, Aries, that's like, or yourselves, like you start to distance yourself, because we're also looking at Scorpio. So, like I said, because of the placement of numerology, to get me to pinpoint the energy, I'll need a personal one. But like, you know, the energy that is surrounding this person is where just people are swarming like moths to a flame to control this person, right? The more, like me for instance, the more I anger people in life, like even on this channel, the more do they feel as if they can control me. The more I end up speaking up, the more it annoys them. The more I end up not doing something about someone else's crap in life. And do I not take it? Does it wind this person up more? Which means help. Which means, well, there's something mentally wrong with me. I need some help. No, I'm not a doctor. God damn it. I am not a doctor. Right? And I'm not a witch doctor either. And I ain't. But like, I'm not a doctor. If y'all need a doctor, then go and see a doctor. That's different. Right? Here. That person that also keeps posting it, man, you're going to get, I'll report you to YouTube, okay, keeps posting, like all you need to do is go over and like check this number out in the comments, and then you can like get your husband back that I did after 35 years. Don't come at me with all of that, right, because that's no, okay, keep going through everybody in the comment section, telling people to like ring this number to find out a witch doctor. God, man. let's see. External energies of Aries. Y'all guys don't see that, by the way, because I have to spend like I have to spend 30 minutes a day to an hour going through all the comments to make sure that they're okay. By the way, please do not click off the video. For those people that come on, just want to say hello in the chat and then say, oh, going to click off and watch back later. Please try to keep the energy of the algorithm at an even keel by continuing to watch. Even if you're not got time to watch it, just leave it in the background of your phone. But when you click on and then click off and think, oh, I'll come back later, actually ruins the algorithm slightly. Okay, so try and keep consistency with letting the video play out if you can, even if you've got the sound off, right? But also a like really helps out the algorithm. Please hit that like button. Do not forget, please hit the like button. Okay, but Ace of Swords, please do not skip that bit. Please hit the like button. Okay, but again here, I keep hearing like skipping, like Skippy. Come on, Skippy. Something to do with like Chapman or Chappy or Skippy. Skip, like kangaroo. Some of them from Australia, but like kangaroo. Skippy, you're right there, Skippy. Bruce, something to do with Bruce. You alright, Bruce? You want to do some skipping? That's what I'm hearing. Skip. Oh, skip run. Some of you might be going on a skip run. You might end up like getting rid of a load of old things and then put them in the back of the car and then going to the skip run and say, oh, we need to like rent a skip, and you have a skip there and you're like throwing loads of stuff in this skip. Or if not, you're on a skip run, which means, okay, I'm not going to pay for a skip. I'm actually going to push it all in and go and get rid of all the like wintry stuff or like the old things, throw them out. I think you had that before, Aries, right? Some of you may not have done that yet, so you may be asked to. Let's see. I also heard I can't be asked to either. Okay. That might be this 4. What's this 4 of Cups? Someone's saying that I can't be asked. I just cannot be doing my going for this year. You see again, you got Gemini, Capricorn, Gemini 6. Only Aries, only in general readings. Only in general readings, right? So, because you could have a mixture of a person that has like a Gemini Capricorn feeling and it's around them with Scorpio. You're freaking this person out. This person here is, because normally you don't want anything to do with it around anybody that is very toxic in your life. And this person is refusing to budge, is refusing to bend over and pick the soap up for this person. Whoever it be, I'm saying no. Do not want to go back into this toxic cycle. If you come at Scorpio energy and they feel it's toxic, look at it either way, can still be an Aries. If you come at them with loads of confusion, they're going to deny this energy and say, nope, no, I don't want anything to do with it, no. Okay, that's more like detoxing, right? I'm detoxing from people that are very stressful in my life, and I do not want all of this bad energy, because this person here individually could have people that are like casting bad energy towards people, bad thoughts, bad intentions, right? If this person starts to pick up bad intentions, man, you're not going to get through this person controlling them. As I'm saying, this on the external, these are external energies that this person feels are bad scenarios to be in. That's why this person will not bend over to pick up the soap for someone. That might be why this energy externally for somebody, or like myself, is annoying other people, because they cannot control this person to shut up. Which means that, no, you're supposed to do what we want and what you... No, I don't. No, I do not bend over to anyone else's belief apart from my own. This is why I rub people up the wrong way. It's because I have a certain way of teaching. Other people have another way of teaching. That's why I say never get involved with tarot, other readers, or anything like that. It does not work out. It does not, okay? Like music and stuff like that, yeah. But people that are spiritual do not mix well with others that are spiritual, because of dark energies of empaths, because empaths that are also going through their own karma, and because they are, everybody starts to want things and know things about things that they have within their own belief system. And because they do, what you get is where people then feel as if the other person's really to blame or doing voodoo. No. Don't give power to it, okay? Do not give power to the energy of the devil, right? Do not give power to... Because the devil is a minion energy, right? The devil is a minion energy. It means that I'm getting everybody to do my dirty work because I don't want to show my face. The devil never showed his face. He always appeared up as somebody else, right? And if he didn't, you wouldn't know. If he did, you wouldn't know. If he didn't, like God never really showed his face, it's just all stuff that is metaphysical. It's just belief of a book, and it's also an energy of where I don't want to show my face. I'm getting all my devils to do all of the work for me. I don't want to show my face. I don't want to show myself up. So I'd rather other people do all of that for me so they get the blame for it and I don't, which can be a fabrication of lie. I've fabricated something and now I'm trying to cover it up with confusion right here. So what you've got is, whether this be metaphysical or physical, is somebody's energy has been tampered with, where they feel like, oh God, no, that is bad energy. I don't want anything to do with that bad energy. Right? It's bad vibes, bad energy that can be a feeling and not a knowing. It can be a feeling. Right, it can be a feeling, not a knowing, a feeling. Okay, externally, I do not want any bad energy around me. Okay, who does? You know, when you look at that, who wants bad energy around them? Nobody, right? You've got to be a very strange person if you're my question to you, and you mention, yeah, I want trouble, right? If you're a trouble and you want trouble, then you're a troublemaker, right? So if everybody's like, yeah, I love trouble, I love being then you love trouble, right? If you love trouble, then you run with the wolves, right? You know the energy. I'll know about the sheep in wolf's clothing, the person that circulars and prays people, that comes in to find the alpha male, realizes that they're more alpha than anything else, right? Can't get through, right? So, you know, the energy here is like I said, it's no. Someone that keeps trying to be very convincing, where this person just knows that there is something bad around it. They know that the milk is turned sour as such. Sourpuss. You've got dark energy in you, around you. Okay? For some people might see me as that. As I'm saying, I don't mind. Some people might see me as having dark energy around me. I can assure you I'm all kind of light. But like I said, I live in purgatory. I go through my own stuff, right? But people might be seeing this person as someone that does not bend over to society belief. I don't. Because I think it's all lie. Life coaches, lying. Lie coach. Life is a lie. It's just an illusion. We're in hell. That is where we are. We are physically tormented in hell in order for a chance for a congratulations or Medal of Honor of dying. I would see it that way because I'm a Scorpio rising. Right? When you go to a funeral and stuff like that, congratulations. Really, well done for like surviving life and raising children and raising Arizona, right? And paying a mortgage and like going through times at Thusler and of war and greed and poverty, and well done, for living through all of that crap that's been in life. You go towards a reward energy, but some people, they go towards a dark, right? That's what I said, a dark empath. Dark empath. Nine of it can be someone that's connected to you. You wouldn't know. They go towards the negative approach of it, which can come across as not like non-supportive, because you could get questioned by a narc and say, "Well, you don't never support me. You don't never really do anything for me when it comes down to me." And you're like, "No, because you're blaming me for something." Like, support is different than blame. If it's medical, how can anybody help anybody that needs something helping with that's medical? Like me, for instance, I've got loads of things going on with my sleep apnea, right? So I've made loads and loads and loads of appointments that I had to keep going to doctors, backwards and forwards. I had to go for blood tests to get my blood tests sorted. And then I have like 3 hospital appointments come back, CPAP, back, come back, another CPAP, another test, go back, get a CPAP, come back, see if it works. If not, then try to alter it. Some people in life, they won't do all of those kind of things, and they just sit back and just think, oh no. You've got to get cracking. And if you're coupled with a person that won't do all of those kind of things for themselves, well then, Nine of Wands. Here, so third, like I said, you could be in a complete and utter bind with this person. Drama. There's more drama and karma that's all involved in this external energy here. This is why I don't want an involvement in it. Like I said, you never enter the fold of a twilight zone of going into a Capricorn energy with toxicity. Never go into anybody with toxicity. This is why I keep myself to myself. If I'm like feeling very tired, very frustrated, blah, blah, blah. I mean, through retrogrades and stuff like that, yeah, maybe I probably did come across that way. but I couldn't afford to really have time off work. But there was a lot of bad energies that were also floating around with that. But, you know, a person that through astrology and things like that, as a medium, I can really suffer through that because the planets are all going crazy and God knows what else. And, yeah, things really do kind of like, you know, so I can't just sit back and wait for Saturn to move, right? Or for the moon to, like, you know, people have work. It's like work, right? But yeah, it's kind of like this wish. It's this is my dream. You see, you could have an Aquarian energy that's fixed here around somebody that is fixated that, you know, you're my dream partner and you're supposed to fit in with a society belief of that, well, we're a relationship, aren't we? You're supposed to support me through sickness and in health. Well, if you're married, sure. If you're, well, no. I mean, that's what it says. Y'all could be married in this circumstance and think, no, bruv. I am just going to stick in here from sickness and in health because it was wrote on a piece of paper, right? And I'm going to stick in here and hate it, but I'm just going to stick in here and keep doing it constantly all the time. Am I not going to give up on my marriage? I hate this person, but man, am I going to keep doing it? Right? So, like I said, it doesn't matter the form that it comes in around you. It's been around this person, that's for sure, right? It's like family, stress, you know, girlfriend, boyfriend coming at them, asking them loads of questions. You know, we want you in with a toxic crew. No. We don't want you in with a toxic crew. I don't want to be in with a toxic crew either. Okay, so you've kind of got all of this yes, no, toxicity, confusion and narcissism and gaslighting there. So, you know, you're well within your right, this person here, to feel as if, man, Scorpio, rising crew, everybody out. Do not get around my energy. This is where I can come across as if I'm slightly mad, because y'all guys probably won't know the amount of energy that I have forced towards me. If I can channel all this stuff and I can physically read the future and give you all of these predictions of death and everything else that's come up and has happened, if you followed my channel for a while, you know that nearly every single prediction I've made has come true, even for myself, right? So if I can do all of that, how do you think that is as an empath that has negative energies, no matter where you are in the world, that comes towards me? Do you think I can feel that? God, yes I can. Yeah, I can, and after you probably won't even know. Okay, so like I said, this person could really be going through something. So sorry for the long bit. Entertainment's purposes, it gives you a kind of a flavour of how I read cards. I'm going to get slightly serious now with your reading. It will only be on the full access bundle. It will be the weekly commencing of the 7th into the 14th and the outcomes of everything. But the bit that I really am enjoying at the moment is the you versus them of your thoughts and feelings and your mind, right? What is going through your partner's mind and feelings about you, and what do you think and feel about your partner? If this comes up as also external energies of metaphysical, like the Pisces reading that I did, man, that was really good. I think that was very informative energy. But again, if it comes up as friends and they're having negative opinions against people, clients or people, I'll still do that. If you have third-party energies, we look deeply into that you versus them. But what we look at is what is in your partner's thoughts and feelings and mind, what is going on in their life, and how that compares to how you think and feel what is going on in that person's life, and what is causing the drama during this time, and what can come up as an energy of fight or flight for you, of where we break that down and say, if you are watching these readings, probably do not do that. Right, probably do not do that, and you might survive it. Okay, but that will also be the advice. But like I said, a weekly reading and that reading as well. That now goes on to the full access bundle, like always. After the monthlies, you can find the video that explains it all below. You can find the link to Patron below. But that is now what you will more than likely get for your weeklies, is that weekly reading and that you versus them as well. I think that is very informative and a good way of reading, to be honest, what they've turned out to be when I started doing them. So you may not have seen that if you're not on Patreon. If you are, you probably see how some of them worked out. So I'm going to stick with that. Okay. So that is your. This is going to be your 7th into the 14th, and you can find all links provided below. Thanks very much, Aries, or possible Scorpio, in a general numerologic reading. Okay. All right, guys. Thanks very much. We'll see you soon.